I live in a steel tube. Why is that important? Well, over the next 3 or 4 days, the temperature in the UK is going to top 40 degrees centigrade. Now, whenever the sun is on the boat or it's warm, the air temperature is warm, the inside of the boat is an oven. And in a few moments I'm going to show you what the temperature is as I arrive at the boat. I literally just pulled up and parked my car in the shade. Currently the temperature, air temperature that is 27 degrees centigrade. Tomorrow's predicted to be around about 35. So what I'm going to do in today's video is show you what I do to stay cool on the boat. Right, let's get going. I'm going to pack up my things and get inside. I just got inside the boat and I'm already dripping with the sweat. Let me just show you what my temperature gauge says it is inside the boat. The figure we're looking at is the one on the left, 39 degrees centigrade, 38 now, inside the boat. Oh boy, I need to cool down. I'm literally just dripping on my forehead. First job after bringing the stuff in is to open this door behind me, the front, so I can get a breeze coming through the boat. That's one of the quickest ways to cool down, even if it's only a few degrees. Already you can feel just a gentle breeze. It's going to make such a big difference. And just looking at my plants down there, starting to droop a little bit, so next job I think is to give them some water. Okay, that's everything put away, everything in the fridge. As you saw, I've opened the doors at the front, obviously at the back as well when I came in, and there is a very gentle breeze coming through. It has dropped the temperature just a fraction, 2 or 3 degrees maybe, which is not enough. So I decided to bring with a fan from home, and I'm just about to turn that on. It is actually lovely at the boat, just a bit warm inside for now. Just watered my plants as well because they were looking a bit droopy. And this is the fan that I've got, so I'll quickly turn that on. And hopefully that will bring some much needed breeze coming through the boat. I'm only going to be running this when the sun's shining so I don't run my batteries down, so I need to check how much power that takes. I think the next thing I'm going to do to try and cool down just a bit is dig out my shorts, put them on, unless I want to go au naturel of course, but that is really not a good idea. Right, where are they? Right, I've been here for a couple of hours or so, and temperature inside the boat has dropped quite substantially. I'm very happy about that. It's very much more comfortable. Got my shorts on, not going to show you that. And the temperature currently is 30 degrees inside the boat. This is the air temperature. I've had quite a slow start to the day. It's about 10:30 now. Just want to come outside and just talk about how you can keep your boat cool in the sunshine. Well, as you can see here, I've got some trees. Okay, the boat's still in sunshine right now, but I'll tell you why in a second. Trees make shade. Shade is your friend. So a bit later in the day, that shade will be across the boat, which will help keep it cool. Now, why have I parked it partly in the sunshine? Well, it's mostly to do with solar panels. The solar panels produce power. I need power on the boat. Right now, in this brilliant sunshine, they're pulling in around about 950 watts of power, so plenty for today. And the other thing I've got to consider is my Starlink satellite dish, which is just there. That needs a clear sky really to get a decent signal. And at the moment it's 99% signal coming through that, so I'm very happy with that. Right, I'm going to go back inside now and just talk about how I can do some things in there to keep the boat cool. And this is the boat from the other end. As you can see, I've got my flap open at the front there. That's helping the breeze get through the boat and keeping it cool. And of course I've got the back end open as well. And of course another way of keeping cool is taking the boat for a cruise. So that way you get the breeze. But I need to stay here just for a few more days. So I won't be going anywhere just yet. But there are definitely ways to keep cool inside. It's mid-morning here right now. As you can see, absolutely beautiful day. And of course one of the best ways to avoid heating up your boat is to keep your curtains closed. Unfortunately, that cuts off the view. Needs to be done though. But I'll just open them for a second because I just want to show you something else. I have actually purchased this product here, and some people will use tin foil. This is actually called mirror window film. Essentially you stick it on your window, you clean your window, nice and clean, it's a bit filthy at the moment, and this, you unroll it, a bit like tin foil, cling film, and you actually stick that to the window. Now when you look from the outside, that's going to look like a mirror which reflects the light so that it keeps the heat out. Wish me luck in installing that, because I think I might be struggling just a bit. As you can see, I'm currently in the bathroom. Why, you may ask? Well, I thought I'd show you something which is a fantastic way to keep cool. This is a hat I got from Australia actually. It's called an Aussie Chiller. And what you're able to do with that is to actually just soak it in water, put that on your head, and that just cools everything down. So I'm going to try that now. The idea is to get this absolutely soaking. It just soaks all the water up, you can crush it so we get it all in there. And of course the idea behind it is as the water evaporates, it cools your head down. And now I'm going to take it outside and try it out. As I said, I've soaked it now. Weighs about a pound heavier. Oh wow. This is a top recommendation, top tip. You can feel it already. Superb. I've got another one for inside to do with the fan that I've got. Let me show you that next. And of course with this you can wear it inside as well. Just be aware your hat is now dripping wet. Don't know if you can see that. Love it. I knew I was coming to the boat, so what I did at home, I've got a load of ice blocks and a fantastic ice box that keeps stuff chilled for days on end at about 4 degrees, and the ice blocks stay nice and solid for all that time. So if I just show you what I'm going to do now to keep the boat a bit cooler with the fan. Just open the box, and there's my chiller. I've got my Coke chilling in there nicely. I'm just going to take a couple of these blocks. These have been in here for 24 hours and they're still solid. Just going to show you what I'm doing. Right, inside I've got my fan here. Now I was just thinking, with my hat soaked in water, that has a cooling effect as it evaporates. So I thought, why not try it with a fan? So I've got myself a bowl of water, got my ice blocks, and I put them in the airflow. So let's see if that makes a difference in the air temperature as it comes out of the fan and just behind the blocks and the water. I'll just add that temperature probe in the front of the fan for about a minute or so. I'll just show you what the temperature is. As you can see, what's that, 33 now? So now I'm going to put it behind my water and the ice blocks, and already I can see the temperature dropping down to 29 at the moment. That doesn't sound huge, just 3 degrees, 4 degrees, but it's going to make all the difference. I dare say with a bit of fiddling I'll get it even better than that. It doesn't seem a lot, the 3 or 4 degrees, but that will make a huge difference inside the boat. I can just feel that cool breeze, which is lovely. I'm hoping that putting the mirror film onto the windows is going to make a big difference as well. So I'm going to try and get on with that and hopefully finish the sunny side. Hopefully you can hear this amazing engine going past. Or it's actually a boat with an engine in it. Might sound like it's sounding rough, but that is actually how it is supposed to sound. Amazing. Well, I've decided the sun, that side of the boat, is directly into the windows. I didn't want to do this film, put this film on there while I've got direct hot sunshine on there, so I think it'll just make it more difficult. So I'm going to start this side, towpath side, and first job is to clean the window thoroughly. I've got some proper window cleaner, and we'll work it out as we go. This one doesn't get removed. This one, however, I can actually take out, and I can put the film on the side here, making it a lot easier. Right, let's get to cleaning. And the idea is to make it a nice clean surface to get the film to adhere to. It's also get rid of the spiders and the cobwebs. I say get rid of it. If I find any, I'll obviously put them outside, but that's looking good, and you can actually see the dirt on the cloth. Maybe I should have cleaned it earlier. I'm actually going to clean that when it's on the side here. So let's take that out. Tight fit. So I've got a spider that side. Let me just help him out. Right, I've laid it out onto the work surface, and I've actually already cut it to the length of the window, or the width of the window. Now I've got to cut it around about there so that it's the right height to fit the aperture. I've already lined it up, I've measured it. Now I have left myself a good ½ inch each side, so I've got plenty of space to adjust it. And that, in theory, should fit my window. Let's trick it out. Already marked it with a little sticker there which side needs to come off. This outside bit here is actually like a plastic film, so that it goes on the window that way once I peel that off. Yeah, that will fit there nicely. I do recommend you use a spray bottle, and of course I haven't got one, at least not one that I can use to spray liquid soap on. I've already made up a bowl here, just not even 2 drops of washing up liquid in there and water. I'm just going to wet the towel and just wipe the window. I might need to do that again because now I have to peel off the plastic from here, wet the silver bit, and then try and get that on the window. Just get my glass out of the way. As I said, I've got my little arrow there which sticks onto the plastic, so you can see the plastic clear film comes off nicely. The silver bit is actually slightly sticky. If I can get that wet enough, then that should work okay, looking at it. Where the towel is wet, it's fine, it doesn't stick. As soon as you get a bit of dry towel. Alright, first attempt. Got a squeegee. Bear in mind, I've got a little bit of overlap, top and bottom. Well, that's actually gone on a lot better than I thought it would. So far so good. Just getting the odd bubble that I just need to get rid of. And now I have to go around and do a trim all the way around and then squeegee it down again. Nice. Now all I've got to do is get my squeegee and just work those edges all the way around. And that should stick nicely on there. And there you go. I should really chuffed with that. That's really good. I think what I'll do next is just take you outside so you can see what it looks like from the outside. I'll just give you an idea. That top bit there, there's no glass. And the bottom bit has got that mirrored plastic on there as well. So you can see it's not much difference, but let's see what it looks like from the outside. About an hour ago I was lamenting the fact that there wasn't much of a breeze coming through the boat even though both ends were open. And then I had a bright idea of opening my duck hatch. And now I've got a breeze all the way through. The breeze is actually coming from, well, straight into the duck hatch from behind the hedge. And there you go. I've only opened one half, but it's made such a difference. Right, so I'm outside the boat and I just checked the temperature and it's actually gone down. It's down to 28 now. It was 29 before. So that's good. It's not due to get up to more than 29 today. There's my duck hatch that's open. I do prefer it the other side. And this is the window I've just put my mirror film. Oh no, you can see me in shorts. I guess that proves it works. And this is a window that hasn't got the mirror film on, so you can see inside quite easily. Right, confession time. I didn't do any measuring of the width of the windows, how long the rolls were. I thought I'll get 2 rolls, that should be enough. It was not. Each roll like this will essentially do 1 window, and I've got 5 windows and a bow door to do. So I'm going to be able to finish this one and another one, and the offcuts that I've actually got from that roll will do the bow doors as well. So I'll have to buy at least 3 more rolls. Okay. Just going to clean this glass again because I've been fingerprinting it everywhere. But yeah, I must admit, the bit that I have actually managed to complete behind me here, so happy with that. It's gone on so well. I have actually already cut this to size, and of course it's not long enough to do the window, so I'm going to have to have an extra bit on the end, and hopefully I'll be able to join that so that it's almost seamless. So the first job, as you may remember from that one, is to put the soapy water on this glass. Again, not enough hands. Really? So I've got concentrate. All good, I can't. Thanks, wood. Right, that's the end stuck on as well. You can just about see there. Now I'm just going around trimming the excess off. As you can see, I've now finished that window, put the pane back in, and it's ready to close up. I think it looks really good. Very happy with how I've done that. All I have to do now is 1 more window, because that's all I've got enough of the silver film for, and then buy 3 more and do the rest another time. About half an hour ago I told you the temperature had actually gone down to 29. That was about half an hour ago or so, and I've just checked it again and it's just gone up to 32 degrees now. It's due to stay that way for the rest of the day. So I thought I'd pop outside, get my deck chair out and show you the single best way to cool down. Here it is. Ice cream. Yum. As you can see there, I'm sat right outside my new mirrored windows, privacy windows, just on my little deck chair. It's absolutely lovely out here. I did think about getting my hammock out, but it is actually very, very large. Would have taken up the whole towpath, so next time I'm on a wide bit, I'll do that.
It's time for the factoid of the week.
While I'm sitting here, I was thinking about factoids of the week, and bearing in mind it's very hot weather this week, I thought, what's the hottest temperature the UK has featured so far in recorded records? Well, it's actually in 2022 the temperature hit 40.3 degrees, and that is actually predicted to be broken this week, so watch out for an update on that. And the coldest was in Scotland, Braemar maybe, and that hit a minus 27.3 degrees centigrade. All of these temperatures are quite incredible. And just to show you how crazy the British weather is, back in 1975, June the 2nd to be precise, there was actually snow on June the 2nd, 1975, in large parts of the UK. They actually had to call off several cricket matches. Oh no, it's the end of the world.
It's time for the factoid of the week.
I think once it cools down a little bit later on as well, I think I'll be 200-meter walk up to the pub, which is not too far away now. Unfortunately, I never made it to the pub. In this heat, I will admit I fell asleep. Now I need to go. I hope some of my tips have helped you. I was going to include some more. Like the floor of the boat is always a cooler temperature as it sits in the canal water. The water temperature in winter is around 4 degrees C, and in the summer around 16 degrees C, hence a cooler floor. So the tip is to lie down on the floor to cool down. Sounds crazy, but it works. If you have a dog, get a cooling mat for them. Put it on the floor, they will love you for it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider it and click on the link at the bottom of the screen. Thank you again. See you next week.